This month on City in 15, we'll introduce you to Midland's Police Officer of the Year, get you thinking about your New Year's Eve plans, and you'll meet our newest K-9 crime fighter. All this and more when C15 starts right now. Welcome to the November edition of City in 15. We're here at the Law Enforcement Center where we're getting ready to talk with Officer Brody, the latest addition to the Midland Police Department's K-9 unit. We'll catch up with Officer Brody right after Libby Richard in your C15 headlines.
Getting your kids to read shouldn't be a battle. Encourage your child to crack open a book through the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library's Battle of the Books. This year's popular youth reading program kicks off on Saturday, November 9th, with featured author Sue Corbett giving presentations at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the library auditorium. Miss Corbett penned The Last Newspaper Boy in America, last year's battle book. The award-winning author will be on hand to sign her books on kickoff day, and battle books will be available at checkout. 4th and 5th graders are eligible to participate in this annual program. Those wishing to join in the battle will find out more on kickoff day or call the library at 837-3466 for details. On Thursday, November 21st, MCTV is hosting Honors Night. This annual event recognizes the public access volunteers and nonprofits that create local original programming for the community. Light refreshings begin at 6:30 p.m. with the ceremony starting at 7 at Whiting Forest. All are welcome to attend. Beginning in mid-November, one of the Midland Civic Arena's 3 rinks is going green. Once known as a venue just for ice sports, the arena will now offer a turf field, perfect for those interested in renting a hotspot for indoor soccer, lacrosse, baseball, softball, flag football, and many other activities. Measuring 200 feet by 85 feet, the field will complement 2 ice rinks at the recreational facility. Call the arena at 837-5780 to find out more about this great new offering at Midland's only Civic Arena.
Joe's just a natural leader. He may not know that, but as his supervisor and as being a young supervisor coming onto a senior shift, it's nice to have someone like Joe.
Joe is just a nice fella. He's good to be around. He's a positive person.
Other guys listen to him. When I ask him to do stuff, he does it without question.
He's very professional about his job, very friendly. He treats the public with respect. A lot of the fellows will go to him for advice, maybe on how to handle a complaint, or he's just a pleasure to talk to, even, just in general.
My belief is that any man that can grow a mustache like Joe Schneider is deserving of this award. The man can grow a mustache that makes any firefighter jealous.
Joe's got 21 years in with the Midland Police Department. He's also got some time in with the Detroit Police Department. He's a big family guy. He loves spending time with his kids and his grandchild.
Everything he does is just the right way. He's looked upon as a role model in our department, and I really, truly feel that the young officers in our department really look up to him.
I've been working with him 13 years, and Joe's just one of those guys that you'd never even think about hesitating to help you.
Joe and his wife were heading up to Traverse City for a weekend, and they came upon a crash, a motorcycle versus a minivan crash.
Joe got out of his vehicle and immediately rendered aid to the motorcyclist who was severely injured. He actually stopped the bleeding.
And the first arriving officer on scene noticed that what Joe and Beth were doing, and he actually wrote a letter. And the gentleman riding the motorcycle survived the crash. And because of Joe's and Beth's quick actions, that there's a great possibility that he will actually be able to keep his leg.
And also it was later learned that the gentleman also happened to be a member of our law enforcement community.
Yeah, this action by Joe really shows the type of personality that he is. He's a think of others first kind of guy, and that's a really important value as a police officer. And the citizens of Midland should be very proud that we have an officer like Joe working for our city.
Joe, congratulations on being Officer of the Year. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be your co-worker, and once again, great job.
Making its return once again this year is Downtown Midland's Midnight on Main. Mark your calendars for this Tuesday, December 31st for a full day of festivities set to bring in the new year. Rather than watching the New Year's Eve celebration from Times Square at home, get active with your family and experience it for yourself. Midnight on Main is a day-long party on December 31st, set locally for those in the Great Lakes Bay region. Fun activities include live musical entertainment, food and drinks, fireworks, the largest New Year's Eve ball drop in Michigan, and more. Don't forget to purchase your tickets for the upcoming New Year's Eve Bash, happening right here in downtown Midland. There are plenty of events for children, families, teenagers, and adults. It's a fantastic way to unite the Great Lakes Bay region, so join in on the festivities by getting your tickets as soon as possible. Visit midnightonmain.org for more information.
About a year ago, we introduced you to Midland's first four-legged crime fighter, Zayed. This month, we meet Brody, the newest addition to Midland Police Department's K-9 unit.
Come here, boy. Oh, good boy.
Meet Officer Brody. Officer Brody and his handler, Midland Police Officer Greg Tate, are the latest addition to the police department's K-9 unit. While Officer Zayed, who joined the K-9 unit last fall, specializes in drug detection, Officer Brody has a different skill set.
Well, he's an explosive trained dog. That's his primary focus. So he can find actually anywhere from an explosive device, an IED device. He can also find weapons. If somebody runs out of a bank and throws a gun on the ground, he can find a gun because it has explosives inside of it, the gunpowder. He's trained on gunpowder. He's trained on military-grade explosives.
Drug-sniffing dogs and bomb-sniffing dogs aren't cross-trained to work in each other's disciplines, but they do have other skills in common.
The explosives and the narcotics are two different substances and different smells, so we try and stay with the explosives only with my dog. Similarly trained because you can also track, as Syed can do, and also can find people in buildings like Syed can do, and also protection of the handler, of me. You can bite somebody on command if I tell them to. You also can locate a person in a building and bite them. Those are the same things we do. The only difference is explosive to the drugs.
Brody is a 2-year-old purebred German Shepherd who actually came from Germany through an Ohio trainer. He was acquired in June by the Midland Police Department thanks to a $65,000 Homeland Security grant and local support for Brody's ongoing maintenance and care.
So they paid for buying the dog, trained the dog for 3 months. They bought the Tahoe and also all the stuff that goes inside of it. The insert cost about $7,000 for the dog. Came from Havas Corporation. The light bar, the computer, the door pop system. There's also a system called Hot and Pop. They'll actually turn the car on when it gets too hot and roll the windows down for them. We get funding from Wysong Corporation. They give us free food and also nutritional advice on how to work the dogs and kind of food to give them. And also we get our vet care provided for us by the Midland Animal Clinic. They've been great with helping us with vaccinations and also seeing them when they have problems. Brody's dealing with an intestinal problem right now, and he's been in a couple times since then, so they really do help out.
Officer Tate says that being a canine handler is a never-ending job, but one he wouldn't trade for the world.
Well, I've always wanted to be a canine handler. Always wanted to be one since I first started in the job 18 years ago now. And he goes home with me. He's with me 24/7, and he is always by my side. And he's a lot of work. He's like a young child. And it's ongoing. Training is ongoing with this dog. And that's what keeps me really busy. And I love it. You know, my family, my daughter's involved in it, feeds the dog, walks the dog with me, and he's part of the pack. So he's part of my family now.
Officer Brody was named by Officer Tate's family and sports the badge number 211, which is the inverse of Officer Tate's badge number 112.
It's time once again for the City of Midland's annual Citizens Academy. This free 10-week course gives citizens an up-close and personal look at how local government functions and helps shape the Midland community. The award-winning academy includes 10 sessions held at various municipal facilities throughout Midland. Sessions will take place Wednesday evenings from January 15th to March 19th. The deadline to apply is Friday, December 13th. Applications can be found online through the city's website or in hard copy form at City Hall and the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library. Don't miss your chance to learn what makes your city government tick. Apply today.
Here are the dates and times of some upcoming city meetings. Aviation Advisory Commission, Tuesday, November 5th, 5 p.m. Parks and Recreation Commission, Wednesday, November 6th, 7 p.m. City Council, Monday, November 11th, 7 p.m. Planning Commission, Tuesday, November 12th, 7 p.m. Downtown Development Authority, Wednesday, November 13th, 3 p.m. Cable Access Advisory Commission, Wednesday, November 13th at 7 p.m. All meetings take place at Midland City Hall. If you can't attend a meeting in person, watch it live or replayed on MGTV Cable Channel 96, AT&T's UVerse Channel 99, or via streaming video on the city's website. Daylight savings ends on Sunday, November 3rd. Don't forget to turn your clocks back an hour. Also, be sure to test your smoke detectors and replace their batteries if needed.
The City of Midland is here to help with all your fall leaf collection needs. To keep up to date on the fall leaf collection program, you can call the Fall Leaf Hotline, 837-3405, visit the City of Midland website, or watch MGTV 96. Get out there and rake up those leaves and then meet us back here for the December edition of City in 15.